What is up, YouTube? My name is RSMario, aka the real Super Mario here, bringing you another video. Alright, so we got another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. Not quite a DLC leak, but it is technically a leak. You know what I'm saying? So, Pearl Enthusiast on Twitter basically has data mined or some kind of way found all of the Pokemon that are being released in the spring update that is coming for Pokemon Home. So, if you don't know, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out last November, and it didn't come out with Pokemon Home support. And so the home support is going to be patched in later. That is going to be the big spring update that we're going to get. And with that update, they're going to add more Pokemon that are available to be moved over to Scarlet and Violet as Pokemon Home exclusives. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. So, of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do. Continue getting videos from me. Follow me at twitter.com/rsmario128, and I will shout you out if you like or share my video tweets, as well as follow my second channel, the Loot Box Hero, where it's a completely different vibe over there. It's more variety than just the Nintendo and anime that I do over here. As well as, speaking of over here, subscribe, because 80% of you guys are not subscribed. So hop on the train, get real with the real Super Mario, and let's talk about what's coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Alright, so we see here the picture provided by Pearl Enthusiast on Twitter. So, you know, you can check out Pearl Enthusiast, they do pretty good work, you know what I'm saying, as far as data mines and stuff like that. You know, circulating leaks. They do pretty good work over there. But this right here is pretty interesting. So we see that we're gonna get a kind of nice number of Pokemon. So the pre-evolutions are not on screen, but they are also available. So, like, say if you wanted to bring over like Charmander, you know, you can actually bring over a Charmander. You don't have to just bring over Charizard or just bring over, you know, Typhlosion, or, you know, and also if you want to bring over one or the other, either regular Typhlosion or Hisuian Typhlosion, you can, you know. But yeah, I think this is pretty interesting though. I mean, if you look at it, like, we got some interesting returns here. Like, we've got, you know, we've got like a lot of legends coming back in. Like, this is gonna be really crazy for competitive. All right, that's the thing. All right, this is gonna be crazy for like competitive, okay? Because you've got some heavy hitters, like you got the OG, the original genies coming back. All right, like they have always been solid in competitive play. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna shake up the metagame somewhat, as well as the Ethereum forms. So that's gonna be interesting too. You've got tons of legends coming back. So Ubers is gonna be. That's going to be a massive shakeup, because you got like the Gen 3 box legends coming in. You've got Zamazenta and Zacian coming in, even though I think they got nerfed a little bit. Urshifu's coming in, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be something. Volcanion, even though I don't know how... I don't think I've ever seen Volcanion used in competitive, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can really get Volcanion in game is like through an event anyway, but technically it has Skull. It's the only Pokemon that gets Skull now, so maybe that's gonna play a factor. Maybe it'll play a factor in the DLC. Don't know, but competitively it should be pretty interesting. Yeah, there's some other things here as well, like freaking Heatran is coming back. Alright, Heatran was one of my favorite Pokemon to use back in Generation 4, and Heatran is coming back, even though I think that Heatran is going to have some problems, because like there's a lot of Clodsire, there's a lot of the Salt Pokemon that, you know, essentially its attack specifically targets Steel types, so that might not be good for Heatran, but I can definitely see Heatran being in UU maybe. You know, we have Cresselia coming back, which, if you don't know, Cresselia is probably one of the best terrorized targets in the game. She actually made one of my lists for like the best like terrorized targets, check that out. It's pretty informative. If you like to play competitive, you just like knowing about what Pokemon to terrorize and whatnot. I'm working on another one as well. I probably should have out soon. Cinderace and Greninja are coming back. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with them. Because those two have been banned and in OU at different points. Because just the power of Protean and Libero. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be interesting to see now that those abilities have been nerfed. Like, where do they fall? Are they still going to be broken? Or are they going to be less broken? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm hyped. I want to see how all this plays out. Some other things you kind of notice is that the new Regis are in, but the OG Regis and Regigigas are not in. So that's a thing. Certain legendary, like starter sets aren't in. Like, there's only one Gen 7 starter, and that's Decidueye. And that's only because of Hisuian Decidueye. And the same thing goes for Typhlosion. Like, you can't bring in, like, Meganium or Feraligatr. You can only bring in Typhlosion or Hisuian Typhlosion. So, that sucks. Another thing, there are some questions and stuff that were in the comments. I mean, or in the replies that I kind of got. So, let's hit that up real quick. Wait, this is literally it? That's all we will be able to transfer? This plus all 400 native Pokemon to Paldea, otherwise wait for the DLC. So remember, this is just the spring update that starts Pokemon Home support. This is not the DLC. So the DLC could actually add more Pokemon that you'll be able to bring in from Pokemon Home. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying that, like, the Regis might be in the DLC. Because I honestly think they could pull off something interesting with the Regis. Like, they could do more Regis for the DLC. Like, whatever the DLC area is, could have more Regis. Like, I think the Regis are probably based around, like, primordial elements. Because we have ice, rock, steel. We have thunder or electricity. Dragons, which, I mean, they're not an element, but, if they wanted to do more of the primordial elements, they could do, like, water. They could do a flying one for air. They could do a ground one, even though I think Regirock has that kind of covered. They can do a fire one, because that's one of the primordial elements. I'm missing one. Like, oh, grass. They could do a grass one, because, wood is an element, technically. So they could do new Regis, and they could drop the old Regis and Regigigas as transfers from home as well. So that could be a thing. But no, you're not getting the Regigigas and all of them in this one. So no Vulpix. So this is an interesting one. No Vulpix. I remember in some of the very early data mines that it was leaked. Ninetales was in the game files, but I could have been dreaming as well. So then Pearl Enthusiast kind of does a thumbs up. But I do think that Ninetales was in one of the leaks, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it was like the big Pearl Enthusiast leak or if it was one of the Kaka leaks, but I think Ninetales was at one point in the game or leaked to be in the game. Again, it could be in the DLC. There's no Blastoise and no Venusaur. Correct. Remember, this is Charizard's world. You just happen to live in it. Okay? Charizard is literally the straight white man of the Pokemon universe. Oh God, that was cringe. That was beyond cringe. If you throw a dislike on it, I don't mind. I completely understand. I need to get off Twitter. And so then this one right here was my favorite response. This was my favorite one. No Incineroar. So wait, no Incineroar? And then he gives the confirmation thumbs up. And then she's just like, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. No Incineroar, no Emboar, no Survivor. Not what was it? It was, what's the name of Snivy's evolution? It's like, I can't even think of the name of it. But it's not in the game. None of them fugly Pokemon is in the game, bro. Thank God. Thank Arceus. Alright, I'm perfectly fine with it. Okay, so that's about it. Just an update on what's coming to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet through Pokemon Home. So of course, if you wanna, if you have anything else, you know what I'm saying, if you want to add to this, you want to ask any questions, drop them in the comments down below. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me. And as always, people, keep it real.